Well, ladies and gentlemen, another day, another curtain. As you can see, the curtains have once again been called for a Kamala Harris rally, bringing the curtains down and seemingly closing off full sections of the upper deck for her rally in Nevada that happened last night. And unbelievable, totally copies Trump on the no tax on tips policy. Really embarrassing. I'll get to that in a second. But you can see, yeah, this is, to be honest, the whole curtain thing, it's pretty standard when you've got like a college team playing at an NBA arena. They can't sell 20K tickets. It's a lower tier game. They'll block off the entire upper deck and they won't even sell tickets up there. Well, this is a Kamala Harris rally, and you would think, liberals have told me, look at that upper deck right there. Liberals told me this is like the most hype they felt since Obama in 2008. This is amazing. They can't even sell half of the upper deck in an arena there. That really only seats like 16K. We've also got Kamala Harris coming out promising to be tough on border security. Guys, this is, and it was said yesterday by, the Republican dude on CNN, where he's like, this idea that Kamala Harris, in her ad, she's saying she's going to be tough on the border than Donald Trump. What are we talking about? These people called Donald Trump racist in 2015 when he wanted to put up the wall and increase border security. They called him racist when they were all campaigning in the Democratic primary debates in 2020, saying that, no, we need to let people in our country. This is the land of the free. This is what America was built on. We need to open everything up. And then the first day in office, her administration repeals all of the Trump border policies, executive order. First day in office, Biden does, and you've got the disastrous situation to where now if they catch illegal immigrants, they give them a court date, they say go be free for the next 5 months and then maybe show up. It's not the return to Mexico policy that Trump had. Why would she be tough on border? They think it's racist if you're tough on border. I have not heard one Democrat tell me like a legitimate argument for why the Democrats would want to be tough on the border. What incentive other than for votes and posturing? Because remember, Joe Biden, in terms of the border policy, his approval rating on immigration was -30. So they have to say, well, you know what, guys, we're sorry. The last 3.5 years, forget about it. It was a different administration. Notice what they're doing now. Kamala Harris has completely detached herself from the Biden administration. She's still the VP of the Biden administration. She's campaigning saying that, oh yeah, it's been really bad the last 3.5 years, guys. You can't afford anything. I agree. It's terrible. When I get in, it's going to be a lot better. It's the same administration. It's the same exact thing. So it doesn't make any sense. It's total gaslighting. You're the VP. What are you talking about? You're going to make it better. You're the VP right now. Isn't that a huge indictment on how bad you are if you're admitting the current administration is not very good? And this is exactly why they did not get rid of Biden, even though at this point, Biden, it's so embarrassing. We've got C-SPAN doing a 2-hour live stream of Biden sleeping on a beach in Delaware. And he made one public appearance this past week. They know that Biden is totally cooked, but they need Biden to remain as the president so they can untether Kamala Harris from Biden. And that's exactly what she's doing when she goes out and she says, it's been really tough, guys. Prices are too high. I agree. When I get in, that's going to change. If she became the president right now, she wouldn't be able to say that. They're trying to remove her from the Biden administration because Biden has a historically horrible approval rating, and they think they can just say, well, it's been horrible for 3.5 years, but no, don't worry, guys, it's going to be different. Trust me, it's going to be different. I know this is my administration. I know, we want all illegals to come into the country, but no, the polls say I need to be tougher on the border. So I'll be tougher on the border. And then, of course, it's already admitted. She says she wants to be tough on the border. She's giving amnesty to the 10 million illegals. That was an early estimate. It's about 12, 13 million now. So she'll be giving amnesty for them. People are concerned. Liberals right now, their inner circles, they've come out and they've admitted, they're like, our state leadership is so bad, like Newsom and what's happening in New York. We're losing electoral votes in California. We're on track to lose 4 electoral votes in California to Texas and Florida, where Texas and Florida each gain 2 electoral votes. You've got New York losing 3 electoral votes. And so Democrats are like, we have to get illegals into this country to try and replace that, because the electoral map, the electoral college, it's going to get so hard for us to win with all of these people, whether they're Democrat or, whoever, moving away from California because of the high taxes, because of the terrible policies that promote criminal behavior, and then they let the criminals off when they steal, and it got so bad they could steal stuff, just walk into a store and walk out. That is the pure decline. Is that really, a first world country? That's just a terrible society when you've got things like that going on. And obviously there's a lot that goes into that, but in general, you've got to nip that in the bud immediately. Allowing that to happen only delays it and makes it worse in terms of allowing people to steal stuff, just walk in and walk out. That is a lawless society. But you know what? It makes sense, because Harris and Walz, they want a lawless society. They're the tag team of death. You've got Walz letting all the cities burn to the ground because he's got white guilt, during the BLM stuff. Just let him burn. The mayor says we need the National Guard. He makes fun of it. And then you do have Kamala Harris bailing the people out. That happened as well in 2020. Go back and look at some of the tweets that she had where she's like, we need to let these people out. It is a two-tier system, just like in the UK with what they're doing now, where they're imprisoning like white 18-year-old kids. They tweet an emoji, they get jailed for like 3 months. Now I don't know if that's going to stand. Maybe they'll be able to lower that sentence, but it's still ridiculous what's going on there as well. We've also got embarrassing. There are tens of thousands of empty seats at that. Well, this technically was a little bit before the event. Let's be honest. This was before the event, but yeah, there were a lot of empty seats in the upper deck as well. You've got David Axelrod, the big-time Democratic strategist, coming out and admitting that the New York Times polls that they released yesterday that had Harris up big in the three Rust Belt states, he says the polls are, the internal numbers are not even close to what they're saying. You've got 42% of Harris among non-college whites, which that's just a ridiculous number. Normally, non-college whites go for Trump at like a 70-80% rate. So he's even admitting, and he's saying the races are very likely tied, at least internally. They're thinking they're tied in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and maybe Harris has a 1-point lead in Wisconsin. It's not what the polls said, where Harris is up by 5 or 6. So that's a Democrat admitting that. And you can see Donald Trump with an absolute power move here. The first debate with Kamala Harris for President of the United States will be with Fox News on September 4th. Now, we would expect Kamala Harris not to show up, so Donald Trump will go, to wherever it is in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and he will very likely do a solo town hall where he gets asked questions from people or something like that, where it's just him. That, because she's not going to show up to the Fox News debate. Democrats have come out and admitted, and they say, yes, she's afraid of Fox News. We have to admit it, but because remember, Kamala came out and said Trump was afraid of her. So then Trump says, I'll do you one better. We'll do 3 debates. We'll do 1 right-wing debate on Fox News. We'll do 2 left-wing debates with NBC and ABC. But Trump has come out and said, yes, there's 3 debates. It looks like she's going to flake on the Fox News. She's going to show up on September 10th. That debate's going to be in Philadelphia. And then also September 25th, we don't know if she's going to show up to that one. That one will be in Michigan. So 3 very important swing states, obviously hitting all of them there. And we'll have to see if she shows up. I think right now she's only scheduled to show up for one of them, but I guess we will see. You've got J.D. Vance coming out and demolishing CNN, saying that, where is Kamala Harris? Why won't she do an interview? And even CNN, Dana Bash admits that she's like, yeah, I agree. I don't know where she is. This is pathetic. So even CNN is admitting that Kamala Harris is running scared. And I think the strategy is keep her hidden, keep her doing these lukewarm rallies. If you go on her website, she's got no policies. This is the real stuff that's going on. And even a lot of these news anchors, these liberal news anchors, are like, this is very disingenuous and very sad that they're trying to shield her until the DNC, where they do their big reveal on all of their policies. We've got 3 months before the election and they're waiting this long. It's been a disheveled mess. They had to replace Biden via blackmail because he was so bad And now they think everything's perfect, and they're trying to untether Kamala to this horrible administration. Remember, liberals said that Biden was one of the best presidents ever, and it's gotten so bad for Biden where not only Obama and the top Democrats had to blackmail him out of the race because he was historically terrible, now you have the strategy internally. The Democrats are telling to Kamala to not associate yourself with the Biden administration, even though she's the VP, because they know how unlikable it is. It is unbelievable when it comes to that. So guys, that is the big stuff that's going on right now. And then I don't know where it is, but I did want to also talk about, I thought I liked it somewhere, the no tax on tips. Oh, okay, so this is another thing. I don't know why my likes are all disheveled. It's weird. But guys, this is very important. This is not from the Harris campaign or anyone related to Harris. Now, obviously, this is a fake AI image, but this was a troll image posted by, like a fake Democrat who trolls them. And you can see Kamala campaign caught. This was not her campaign. They do use AI, but not in this instance. See, I'm fair. I admit it. I admit this was not from Kamala's campaign. They use AI. I've called it out, but this is not from the campaign. I admit it. Republicans have to understand that. There's no way they would release something this ridiculous. You can tell it's AI just from looking at it when it comes to that. There it is. Kamala Harris announces she is stealing Trump's no tax on tips proposal. And so I had said that I didn't think she was going to do this because it would look insanely weak, or at least not announce it. Like, honestly, I think the best strategy for the Democrats would have been to put it in, like, on their website and say these are all our policies and just put it as one of the policy or whatever, rather than say it, because it just looks so weak and it gives Republicans such an easy line of attack. You're just stealing Trump's I thought Trump was Hitler. Why would you take his policies? Trump is Hitler. Oh my God. What does that make Kamala? This is so bad. This is disturbing. So listen, when it comes to this, it's a terrible look. And I mean, it's just pure copying what Trump was doing. To copy a policy like that, it is extremely weak, and it's only going to help Trump even more. I don't think it helps her in Nevada at all. It just makes her seem like a copycat off of Trump's policy that's got him very favorable ratings in Nevada, and he will likely win Nevada because of it. So to me, I think that was a bad idea by the Democrats to come out and say that, have Kamala say that. It just makes her look extremely, extremely weak, and obviously just an easy thing for Republicans to hit her on. Again, stealing stuff from the guy that you say is modern Hitler and he's going to end democracy. They didn't even have, the Democrats didn't have a single Democratic primary where Kamala Harris won anything this past year. So they're the ones that want to save democracy. There was no democracy within their own party for the primaries, but they want to save democracy. That's how we save democracy. We install someone and blackmail the president because he's going to lose. And so then democracy will be saved that way. It's all gaslighting. It's so ridiculous, but either way, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description.